Everybody, before we get into tonight's update, I'm going to go over a quick synopsis of what to expect. The very first thing we're going to go over is we're going to get into the Bitcoin chart. We're at a very momentous point right now here on this Tuesday evening, as Bitcoin is just over 25,000, right around the 25,070 area, and we're coming up to this critical level right now of resistance, and we're going to find out very quickly if this pattern's done and it created some kind of head formation, or if this pattern's got higher ambitions to go up to about the 26,900, or possibly a tiny bit higher, around 28,000. And I'll show all of you that on the charts that I have to show you after the intro. But also, we need to look at XRP, as again, we got rejected in the falling channel resistance, or by the falling channel resistance, for roughly the 5th or 6th time here. So we're going to see if we're just gathering up a little bit of support, or did we just put in a small bear flag in the immediate short term? We have to go over that as well. So make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help push me through the analytics. And we have a lot to talk about on this update. So the most important thing that we're going to go over in this update is the fact where Bitcoin's at right now. Bitcoin really needs to break this level that we're going to talk about. It's right around the 25,190 level approximately. But we'll go over that and I'll show you that and what happens if we break over it. And also, more importantly, what happens if we get rejected in this level. Because right now we've had a really healthy move up. And sometimes when you have a push up like this, there's keys to understanding whether the move's going to continue. And this is one of those levels that'll give us that first key indicator whether or not this level will continue on, or if we'll get rejected. Because right now we did fall below the 20-day in the shorter time frames. So we're going to go over that and more. As you can see, the Dow futures is down about 32, S&P down 150. 1.50, and the NASDAQ is down 5.25. So not much at all, kind of flat right now. So make sure to hit that like button as I play the intro, and I can't thank you enough, and I'll see you on the other side. Good evening, 9:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As you can see, Bitcoin right now, since I came on, it was at 25,000, roughly 70. It's fallen down by about 100, and I'm surprised it fell that quick. We just did the opening. And so in the last 2 minutes, it came down by about 170 points. So we're going to look at this key level with Bitcoin as we start this, and then we'll get into XRP. There's going to be straight to the point on this update because this is an emergency technical analysis. And I say emergency because we're hitting a critical level of resistance, and it's going to tell us a lot about this pattern, whether or not we in fact will continue going higher, or if we could have possibly started a reversal, we might have to retest lower levels, even if we do continue to go higher, where we might have a 3,000 or 4,000 point sell-off. So we're going to have to discuss that and more right now. So we're going to get into this chart, and we're going to figure this out together. So this is the chart I've decided to use, only because this is the one where I put in all the intermediate levels and not just the up and down levels that are farther apart. These are the immediate levels. So right now we got to decide if this came up, and now we created a formation, maybe created a head here, and now maybe if it gets rejected, maybe we would have to retest down here at this pattern formation. Maybe we would have to come down there, and if we were, that comes down to 22,500. Even if we were going to eventually push up higher, or, even if we were going to do something like that, we could still say that that's almost a 3,000 point drop from here. So our key right now is that 25,000, let's see, 25,194. So if we get rejected by 25,194, you're likely going to come all the way back down here to this uptrending support. And when you're on the top side, it's been moving real hard. If you're on the bottom side, it's been pushing down real hard. But it's also come here to get confirmation on the push down, or the confirmation on the push up here very recently. So we're going to see. Maybe this came up, created a big topping, and then came back down. We don't know. So the only thing we do know is we have to play the levels. And right now, 25,194 is the only number you should be marking down on your calendar, or on your chart, I should say, as Bitcoin's at 24,885. It was just at, I'm not even joking, 25,000, so pay attention. Or it's at 24,972. Don't pay attention to Tether when we're talking about this. It was just 100 points up, so I imagine it's very volatile. By the end of this, who knows, it might be at 28,000. What do we know? So pay attention to that 25,194. is that's the most critical level for Bitcoin. If it were to break that, then we can start coming up to these pattern formations. The first level would be 26,870 approximately. Second level about 28,480. But first things first, we would have to break over 25,194. Otherwise, this pattern would be moot, and then we might have to come back down, or would have to come back down to that uptrending support around the 22,300 level. Now getting on the XRP. I'm only going to keep it simple here. XRP, Bitcoin, and on the total crypto market cap, because we cannot cloud it on this update. XRP, like I was talking about with that falling channel resistance that we've talked about for a very long time as falling channel. A lot of people would disagree, but this is just what we've seen, or what I've seen. And right now, we'll go over it real quickly if you're new. We've got first hit of resistance over here on about January 24th. Second hit right here on February 4th. Third rejection over here on February 20th. Fourth cluster fuck of a rejection over here at March 8th. Another one over here on March 12th. So that's 5 times we gotten rejected up here. So we need to break that area. If we break that area, it's not just cut and dry to come up there. But if we break that area, it could help us propel to the next level. And we'll take a farther look at the next level of resistance after we take a look at the support to show you how we confirm the falling channel. First hit of support right here around January 21st. Then you get another hit right here around January 31st. Third hit right here on February 9th. Fourth hit right here on February 13th. Now we've diddly back up to the resistance side. You need 3 hits on resistance and support to confirm a pattern. So I use the falling channel. Some people are using and saying it's a broadening wedge. I just disagree with that because it's clearly being rejected by that downtrending resistance 5 times and clearly being supported by that downtrending support 4 times. So we'll see what happens, and if it breaks that downtrending resistance, we simply go on to our all-time chart, and we're just going to show the micro right now. The all-time chart, if we break that level that we just showed, then we would come up here. This would be the next level at we'll say 384 right now. So 384, but the first level, as we go back to the more immediate resistance, is the falling channel right here. And right now, I mean, honestly, it all depends the way you want to look at this, but we're going to go into the area where we're going to guess it would come into. But 38 cents would be the first resistance, and then 384 would be the second resistance. Actually, 377, 380, 384, it's so tight right now. Those are the 3 resistances right now. So, I mean, you can take the 377 or you don't have to. 377 would be that immediate rejection that you'd be like, oh, crap, this pattern's real bearish already right now. Or you could come up to the 38 cents, and then it'd be a rejection again by the falling channel. Or it can come up and overextend and get rejected by the descending triangle formation on that downtrending resistance, which is a much larger pattern. So that's what we're looking at for XRP. So that's XRP and Bitcoin, keeping it simplistic, but with a lot of information and facts. So let me know in the comments what you think. But make sure to hit that like button, as it really does push me through the analytics. And I don't ask for much. I just want more people to see this content. And the only way to do that is if you share it first of all, or secondly, but first of all, you hit that like button. And right now, the total crypto market cap before we get out of here is at 1.066 trillion, up about 0.42% since the flip about an hour and a half ago. We've had a healthy retracement right now. We got rejected by the 1.095. And right now, our key area right now is, do we hold the 1.049? As of right now, we have. And if we do hold it, we could bounce back to the 1.095. And if we break that, we would be coming up to the 1.139. So right now, the key resistance in the area is 1.095 would be R1. R2 would be 1.139 in my opinion. S1 would be 1.049 trillion. If we lose 1.049 trillion, we'd first come back to the 984 trillion, or billion, but 990. Remember that 990. 990 has been a very big pivot level. So that is more than likely where you would end up coming back to with the total crypto market cap. But we also have this downtrending support line down here at 976. So if we lose this 1.04, the key pattern hits would be 986 and then 977. Make sure to hit that like button. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure to hit that like button. Consider joining the channel by hitting that subscribe button and joining the more than 15,600 subscribers. And also, if you want to trade like I do on the exchanges I do, not only on BitGet, but also Maxi for the no spot fees on the buy and sell, but also UPHOLD. That's in the video description below and or the pinned comment, and that's in the USA you can trade XRP. And then if you want to join Tom's army and or send XRP, that's also in the video description below and or the pinned comments. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey to 2025? And remember, hashtag be better, do better.